says seamless export to QuickBooks, online or desktop. So there's your one of the online ones. And I think a lot of them are compatible with online. But this one, from what I read, I liked it a lot because it had more options, things that you could do with your expenses and just keeping up. So you don't have to wait till the end of the week or your employee gets back from their job that they've been gone a week. They can be entering their time and you can be importing that into QuickBooks and be all ready to bill that customer as soon as the job's done. And you won't lose out on any time and expense, things like that. There are some in here, Salesforce QuickBooks. Salesforce is an app that integrates with QuickBooks, and it's to help you, like a way to keep track of your leads. So I know I have this issue myself. I know a lot of people have mentioned to me, hey, you need to call me, I need help with my QuickBooks. Well, this is for a salesperson that is somebody like, you can track, I think, if they look at your website or something like that or send a request, then you know that's a lead and you won't lose that lead. This app helps you keep track of all your leads and then they become a customer and it transfers them to a customer from being a lead. So that I think is helpful. Shoebox, that's the one, all of the accountants that I know have gotten a shoebox before, or a grocery bag, or something. I've got it all put together. Here it is. Well, the shoebox helps you keep track of all your important documents, and you don't have all this kind of paper when you take it to your accountant. When you set it up, it can send your receipts like anywhere that you want to send them. And if you scan them in, you can scan them to your mobile device. I imagine you can take a picture too, like with your phone. But that would help you so you didn't have to have that shoebox. If you get very efficient at it as you're going along and tracking all your expenses, you can use this app to help you. How much time do we have?
Just 10 minutes.
This is something they call it the dashboard, which QuickBooks kind of has a dashboard in there, but this one's supposed to have a lot more bells and whistles than the one that's set up in QuickBooks where you can just get an overall view of your company, your customers, your vendors. And a lot of these apps aren't just for your phone, I mean, they're for your desktop computer too. Expanded reports. There are a lot of things in QuickBooks, a lot of reports that you may want that QuickBooks doesn't readily have, and you can't. And I've tried this. I'll have a client, say, I need a report that shows me this, this, and this. Well, I can't figure out a way to make that happen. Sometimes you just can't work it out. This software, Expanded Reports, gives you more options. It makes it easier. I mean, you can send stuff to Excel and create your own report, but then you're doing manual data entry. You could make a mistake or something like that. So this would make it easier to get the reports that you really need. And if I remember right, it kind of lists the things that you might want to see on the report, and you pick and choose. And it looked really easy when I was watching the video. So that I think would be helpful to a lot of people if you use QuickBooks. We already looked at QuickBooks Mobile. Oh, this one. If you have like you sell products, if you sell things on eBay or something like that, this is an app that will help you connect with eBay. So if you put something on eBay for sale, it'll import into your QuickBooks when you sell it and things like that. It helps you track what you have for sale and all of that. So I know some people, that's what they do. That's their business. They sell things on eBay. So that's an app for that. Did everybody get the website written down? I didn't put it on. e-mobile point of sale. I've had this problem come up with a lot of people. If you have a little gift shop or something and you have Quickbooks point of sale, and then you're going to go to like the trade show or something like that, and you want to take a bunch of stuff and sell it, and it's like, how do I keep up with it? How do I process credit cards? Well, all those problems are solved between the e-mobile point of sale and using the Square. And the Square, all credit card fees are expensive, but with the Square, I think it's just so much per swipe. I think 2.75%, I think is what I remember. I mean, if you don't use it a lot, then it's worth it, because if you have a merchant agreement, sometimes they charge you a monthly fee whether you use the card or not. And usually if you don't use it a lot, your rate is higher. So it's, it's out there to help you.
Is there a fee for the hardware?
Is there a what?
A fee for the hardware?
The Square's free.
And it's square.com?
Yeah.
Do you have any personal experience with it?
I just know people that have used it. I haven't personally used it, but I went to have a photograph taken at a studio, and they were using it because they're always out all over the place. So she just took out her phone, plugged it in, swiped my card. I asked me my email address, and immediately I got a receipt on my phone. So that was kind of cool. So if you make things, build things, yes.
I use the Square Up. I've got it on my iPad and my phone, and you don't have to have the little piece. I mean, it comes with it when you sign up for it. But there's a place on the screen where you can just type in. So if somebody calls me and says my credit card number, or I don't have my card with me, but I know the number. So many women that I deal with know their numbers by heart. And so they'll just tell you their credit card number. And so you can just type it in. And honestly, you can bypass the signature too if they're not there to sign the actual. And so you can text them their receipt or email it. So it's
I did
really
it. I had to
handy.
sign my name on her
On the phone, yeah, but you don't have to have it, you can just type it right in.
I've seen several people lately using that, and they all loved it, so.
Yeah, I'll third that. I know several people that use it, small businesses that have their customers that just
Right.
absolutely rave about it. And I was talking to one guy, and he said that, when you swipe it, like she's talking about, if you key it in, I think you actually have to pay a fee. But if you swipe it, you don't pay a fee. And so he said that, his transaction charges for the credit card swipe is like, whatever it is, 35 or 40 cents. Plus whatever it is, 2.75, but with Square, it's like 2.65,
Yeah.
just a tad lower, but there was no transaction fee. If you're selling a lot of if you're selling a lot of small stuff, if you're selling $5 stuff, 35 cents eats your profit. So Square is great.
I thought it was really good.
I don't know if you saw Starbucks just announced, of course y'all wouldn't say that. In my business, I know about everything. Starbucks just announced that they're have a partnership with Square, and they're going to start taking Square mobile payments, and it's going to be on other things. You'll just be able to walk into a Starbucks. If you have the Square app on your phone, it will pop up on their computer who you are. You smile, they'll have a picture of you. They'll touch it, so you'll tell them what you want. They'll just touch it and say thanks, and you'll get an email receipt. How cool is that? Starbucks is the first major retailer to adopt it, but that's where mobile payments are moving in the future. Is that literally, if you choose to allow somebody, you'll take your own picture and then put it on your Square.
So you decide who you want.
Yeah, so what you'll do is you'll walk up to pay, and it'll be rung up there, and they'll look at you and look at the picture and touch it.
What, do you have to punch something on your phone to okay it?
So they're going to
just walk down
automatically
the
charge your
street?
credit cards or something?
You don't have it actively going.
You get a receipt in the mail. I mean, look, if you get a charge on your credit card, you don't like, you call the credit card company, they're 100% count, you know what I mean? It can be reversed. You're going to get an email receipt right then. So, I mean, don't worry about that. If you worry about being charged extra stuff, that's not an issue.
Yeah.
I mean,
There's so much
that's just the technology that we're moving to.
It's very